Welcome to Beyond the Veil with Divine Lee. I am Divine Lee. Hello. And we're going to see if we can get a couple messages today about a couple things. Just want to clean our space and make sure that we are ready to receive. Lovely, lovely. All right. Now, let's get into these messages. So today, I'd just like to know what Spirit would like to tell someone out here. I'm hearing that someone's worrying about work, whether it's to start their own thing, take a position that has been offered to them, but it will require you to move. There's someone else who already knows that they want to do it. They're just wondering, will it come through? Will they get the funding they're looking for? Will they, receive what they want? So let's see. Everything happens on divine timing. Okay? So we know that first and foremost, you can't go out here and make huge decisions without really taking time to think about how's it going to affect you later. I'm hearing that right now for someone that wants to leave, someone that's thinking they want to start their own thing. Like I said, everything happens in divine timing, and this may be your divine timing. Okay, let's get a little bit more on that specific thought pattern, because I'm hearing that pretty loud. That somebody is like, I'm ready to go, but should I? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so there's like this very chaotic energy in the air. So whoever this is that I'm honing in on, you are like really nervous. I'm feeling like you're really scared. You're really nervous. You don't know what this means. And you're just taking a chance on watching me read for you, because I'm not, unknown. Okay. So, we have gotten the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So if this were a yes or no question, the answer is yes. Yes to the divine timing. Yes, get up, go. Yes, now is the time. Yes, things will work out. Yes, you're going to be okay. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm hearing a lot of yes. But let's break down that yes. First of all, whatever you choose to do, for those that are thinking of leaving and starting your own business, whatever you choose to leave and do, make sure that it's a passion project. Make sure that it's something that you care infinitely about. You definitely don't want to pick something that is, or you don't want to gravitate towards something that other people want you to do, which I'm hearing there is somebody, maybe the person whose energy I'm picking up on, or someone in that vein, who is wanting to do something different. They want to follow their mind, their heart, but it's feeling like there are a lot of people depending on you, and so if you do this, you're worrying that those people that are depending on you will be disappointed, they'll be let down. What if you fail? I mean, the usuals. But like I said, there's yeses across the board here, right? So when you think of a page, the Page of Wands is the beginning of an action. It's the starter action, right? So it's the beginning of whatever it is you decide to do, the start of it. Like I was going into, you want to pick something, or you want to gravitate towards something that really speaks to you. Life is far too short, and you know that. Now, this isn't saying that you got to speed up what you do and be worried about every little step, but it's saying pick something that really resonates with you. You've been doing what everybody else wanted you to do for the longest time. You've been doing what everybody else thought was good for you. You've been picking the positions, picking the things that make other people happy. But now is the time that you need to focus on making you happy. And even if you do have people that are still depending on you, it'll be fine. Okay? Right? It's going to be fine. That Six of Cups is speaking to a more joyful energy. And I'm feeling like whatever it is that you're coming out of is something that felt like it was sucking the joy out of you. And maybe you didn't even realize it. Maybe you didn't feel it. Maybe you were thinking like, oh, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Because as far as you've been taught, as long as you've known, you just do what other people need you to do. Maybe you were raised around the person that was the breadwinner in the family, always telling you, hey, You can't ever sit on your butt. You know, you got to get out here. You got to hustle. You got to work hard. You can't sit still. Yada, yada, yada. You got to do whatever needs to be done. That's what I'm hearing. You got to do whatever needs to be done. There's a lot of that. You just have to do whatever needs to be done, and that's it, and that's all. There is no discussion about it. There's nothing else to be said. You just do what you're told to do, or you do what you have to do, not what you're told to do. You do what you have to do, and that's something that you have been taught. That's something that had constantly been a running thing in your household. So you never thought that you could go out here and do something that could make you happy. You never thought for a second that you could get out here and start something that makes you happy. I'm hearing somebody wanting to start a food truck. I'm hearing somebody wanting to move to a warmer climate for whatever it is that they want to do. I'm hearing something about someone who is in an unconventional situation that everyone else doesn't know about. So I guess maybe we're thinking, I'm hearing maybe someone that's in a gay marriage, or someone that is that just has an unconventional living situation, and they would have to take that with them. And if they make this huge change, or if they do this thing, then everyone's gonna know. So fucking be it. I mean, like, excuse moi, but so effing be it. Do it. Do it. The answer is yes. Do it. I'm definitely hearing something about a person wanting to open some kind of a food truck, or this person is doing a flower truck. This is a flower truck, so maybe it's something like that. Maybe you have some wares that you want to sell on the side of the seashore. I don't know, but whatever this dream is, whatever this thing is that you're thinking of gravitating to, that's going to cause you to leave all this other stuff behind, these other jobs that you've been doing, or this career that you've had forever, whatever you were doing to make everyone else happy, or to ensure that you could take care of your family, know that you can still take care of your family. Again, everything happens on divine timing. So yeah, it may take some planning. This isn't a call to just jump up, vacate, and run off chasing your dreams. No. You definitely want to take some time out to plan, to prep, right? It takes patience and planning. But ultimately, it can work out the way you want it to work out. But the first step is just really taking the time out to plan it and to trust. Trust the universe is here with you now, because know this, the universe is working in your favor. I'm loving how I'm seeing the flower cart, and this person is thinking of putting flowers up on the wall. So it's definitely a labor of love. You're looking to go off and start something that is a labor of love, and the universe is saying, yes, my darling, do it. Take time out to plan it. Take time out to really, make sure that this is what you want to do. But whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, whatever it is you're thinking about jumping into, coming out of one situation to jump into this new situation, if you do it right, it's going to work out well for you. And like I said, if we're asking a flat out yes or no, the answer is yes. These are all three yes cards. They're resounding, happy yes cards, especially this Ten of Cups, which is where we saw this family. Because the Ten of Cups represents a perfect fruition, like something coming into perfect fruition. Like everything that you love, your family, your loved ones, your life, everything that causes your cup to runneth over is there for you. And if you make this decision to just jump out there and try something new, it's going to work out in your favor. You just have to trust in the universe. Trust that this message comes through in divine time, because this is your divine timing. The universe is going through a whole shift, okay? So it's not just you. It's really a call for all of us to really listen to what it is our inner knowing is saying we want to be. Whatever it is that aligns you with your highest self, that puts you in a place to be happy, to put you in a place to feel content, to put you in a place that you're fulfilling your soul's mission, and you can feel that, okay? If that's what your mind is telling you want to start going to, if that's what your mind is telling you that you're ready to gravitate to, then I say, by golly, this is your chance to do it. So sit down, start making those plans, start figuring out, what is it I really want to do? Seek a little guidance on it. If there's someone that you can talk to, someone that'll give you a little bit of consultation on it, by all means, speak to someone. Speak to someone, but go and speak to them as though you already know exactly what it is you want to do. Go and speak to them as though you already have an idea of what you want, and just see what comes out of that. Because I'm feeling this energy of assertiveness. Excuse me, getting tongue-tied. I'm feeling this feeling of assertiveness. Chasing this dream or seeking this dream with assertiveness. But definitely I keep hearing patience and planning, patience and planning. And it isn't all going to be easy. You see, this person here is trying to put some things together and, trying to get themselves together. And that's probably what it's going to feel like. It's going to be this energy of you've rocked this major boat and now you've got all these things to do and all these ways that you have to figure it out. Rely on yourself. Trust your inner knowing. Start listening to what makes you feel what. So the perfect way to really tie into your intuition and instinct is just to kind of quiz it a little. Pick something, look at it. The first thought that comes to mind or the first feeling you have about it, pay attention to that. Hone in on that. And then start pulling that apart. Why? How? When? What? Where? Because that helps to charge your intuition. And this is saying that when you make these plans, when you make these changes, you're going to have a lot of doubt. You're going to have a lot of hurdles to come over. I don't want to say a lot, but you're going to face some hurdles. I mean, what changes come at convenience? Not all changes, it comes with convenience and comfort, but it does come with compromise, okay, and common sense. So you kind of want to focus on that. But again, yeah, do the thing that you want to do. Plan it out. Take your time. Really tie into the part of you that understands the why about what it is you want to do. About why it is you want to do what it is you want to do. Hone in on that part of yourself. Pay attention deeply to that part of yourself because you're going to want to hold on to that and rely on it for inner strength as you move forward, as you make these changes. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. Okay? Within reason. Obviously, don't just be out here robbing banks or doing crazy stuff like that. Common sense. But when it comes to your dream, let no one deter you. And I'm seeing distraught on these people's faces, and I'm getting this feeling of sharing the information with someone that you love or someone close to you, telling them, hey, I'm going to switch positions, or hey, I'm thinking of taking that position that's going to move us, or hey, I'm going to make this life change and I want to share that with you. And them not being the most supportive or their initial response not being what you want it to be, don't read too far into that. If they're meant to go with you on this journey, they're going to go. It doesn't matter how it happens, they're going to go. Again, you want to do everything with patience and planning. So take your time, plan it out. Talk to that person or those people. But I'm also hearing within reason. If this is something that you can do on your own and you don't have to share with anybody what you're doing or why you're doing it, then by all means do so. Because if you don't have to deal with anybody else's opinion, I absolutely suggest that you don't. Because I'm getting the energy of people not understanding, people being nervous that you're ruining your life. And there's someone out there that has a very prominent career that has been working on this career for so long, so many years, and now you'd be telling people, hey, I want to do this instead. I just up and decided today that I want to do this. And there are going to be people like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. So somebody out there is thinking of I don't know why I got the vision of somebody that was thinking about jumping into the adult film industry or jumping into maybe adult film. That's what I'm hearing. It's adult film industry. Do you think? Be safe? And again, it's about patience and planning. That sexy time came up, and that is where the adult film feeling came from. Like, it's screaming adult film. Somebody who's thinking of going into that, or somebody who's in that industry that is thinking of getting out of it, and you've been in it for so long, and it really hasn't brought you the joy or the happiness that you thought you would find with it. Or there's somebody who was maybe forced into it. I'm so sorry. Oof, that's a little rough. Spirit, I think we're gonna have to back up off that thought. But if there is someone out there that this sounds familiar or somewhere up in your vein, if you're looking to jump into the adult film industry or you're looking to jump out, the answer is yes. Okay? I'm just leave it at that. Now is your time. Now is your time to manifest exactly what it is you want. Again, I'm feeling that energy of that person who I was saying, if there's a position that you want to take that's going to take you away, and you're going to have people in your life that are going to be like, oh no, da 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 da, take that position and go. Because you never know what's on the other side until you get there. It's easy for people to tell you what they wouldn't do because they're speaking from a place of their own comfort. But nobody has to live your experience but you. Nobody has to know what what you're enduring but you. So when they're trying to tell you yay or nay on something, that has to do with your life, it's your feelings, it's your, decision. Ultimately, it's something that you have to live with. And I get it. We have spouses and such that, they would have to go through the same. But I'm just saying, it's still your decision. My mama used to have this thing where she'd say, when she was dating, if they weren't good to her children, her thing was, they're always going to be my children. I may not even always know you. So they have to be here, you don't. I'm feeling that same energy where it's like, this is my situation, and you may not always be my spouse, but this is always going to be something I have to live with. So I'm making this decision. And I just keep feeling this like, ugh, sorry. Like somebody is going to see this and sorry, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. Well, the high priestess came out and she had spoken. You know what you're feeling. You know what you know. You know your inner workings, and you got to focus on that. As you can see, this person is sitting, and to me, I'm getting the feeling of someone that's really sitting and contemplating. Is this something that I really want to do? Is this something that's good for me? Is this something that I want to do? Well, here it is. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. Remember, we were talking about your intuition. And the high priestess literally is the ruler of our intuition. She is the archetype of our subconscious, right? She represents our subconscious. So when she comes in, she's saying that, to me in this read, she's saying that for that person that's still questioning, that's still wondering, sit back, like I told you, and really reach inward. Sit back and think how you feel genuinely about the situation. It doesn't matter what anybody else feels. We're talking about what you're feeling. We're not talking about you sitting and thinking about how you're moving the family. We're not talking about how you're wondering, how everybody's going to react or how everybody's going to feel. Like, we're not dealing with that right now. We're not dealing with that. But what we are dealing with is you making a huge decision. So make that decision on your own without worrying about what somebody else is thinking. Not saying make it without them in mind, just saying make it without wondering what they're going to say or what they're going to think. Or when you're thinking about it, when you're really soul searching, I'm feeling a deep soul dive about whether you want to make this decision or not. Just, take your time, make that decision. Temperance comes in finally, giving us that same advice. Take your time, think it through, really think on it. Patience and planning, it'll all make sense.